hardest part is figuring out what you want to master.
Focus on your product.
Can you tell somebody that they suck?
You gotta just go for this is exactly what I want to do for a living.
You can't even tell somebody that their breath is life.
Happy Monday, Kev.
Dude, happy Monday, drama.
How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, my baby's starting to smile. Like, really, doesn't really matter what else happens today.
It's amazing how, like, smiling is like a, you know, like you get it, like, how long are you in? A month, 2 months?
Month.
A month in, you start getting smiles.
Yeah.
That's so
No, well, actually, statistically, it's like 6 to 8 weeks.
Well, you got a
So
genius
my
baby, huh?
daughter
You got an
is
overachiever?
advanced with her smiling.
Of course she is.
Come on, dude.
Super positive baby of yours. Okay, we got 10 minutes, Kev.
Let's go, dude.
We got to hurry. This is what I want to talk about this week. I want to talk to our listeners about affirmations.
Yes.
And the reason I want to talk about it is because we both do them.
Yep. I've been doing these for 20 years, dude. 20
freaking years. It's something
More than that. Since 1998. How many years is that? 21 years?
Yeah. So here's another thing is, I feel like this is a reoccurring theme on our 10-Minute Monday episodes, but it's another thing that I thought was fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Everybody says affirmations. You've been saying affirmations too.
Yeah.
Everybody has been saying, I am this, I am that, their whole life.
They just don't know it.
Just don't know it.
So that was a huge game changer for me. And I think that also as I did more like research on it, I also saw that a lot of very successful, very high achieving people do them. And I don't know, it changed my perspective on it. And once again, that started with you. And one of my goals, especially with you, and I think you do this really well, is to take these tools that really work and kind of like de-wacketize them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And be like, hey, this is why it works. This is what we do.
Right.
So why don't we get into it? Like I guess to start off, just tell people your thoughts on them, where you first came across it, and then we'll obviously get into what you actually say and how you practice.
Cool. Well, I mean, what my thoughts are, first of all, again, is we have the power to create our reality. We are the producer of our life's movie. Okay, well, what does that mean? What is the foundation of any movie? It's a script.
Yep.
Your affirmations are basically your goals with an I am in front of it.
Yep.
So if one of your affirmations is to become a millionaire, one of your goals is to become a millionaire, your affirmation would be, I am a millionaire.
Yeah.
If one of your goals is to complete an Ironman, it's simply, I am an Ironman athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You know? When you think about the process of affirmations and how it works, there's a couple rules that I was taught in like 97, 98, whenever I started doing this. And one of the things is they're alive and in the present right now. So you don't want, with your affirmations, it's not I am going to or I will. It's just I am.
Yep.
They're also not negative.
Yep.
So
that was a big one I had to learn.
Yeah.
Because I always said, like, I don't be mean to people that are mean to me. You know, you never go and don't.
Yeah, it's not like, you know, I am not a out of shape cigarette smoker.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's I am an extraordinary, healthy being.
Yep.
You know, so I think the important thing for us to all remember is that we're always saying affirmations.
Yep.
And man, I will change my affirmations usually every 90 days. I'll write anywhere from 3 to 5 affirmations for each equity.
Yep.
And usually when I'm saying these things, my mind, the ego is not your amigo, is like, yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And the craziest thing, dude, as you say something over and over and over and over, good or bad, you just start to believe it.
Yep.
Like, I don't, that's all I got.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you know, my parents grew up on welfare. My dad went to prison. I'm a high school dropout.
Yeah.
And at 17, somebody was like, yo, check this stuff out.
Yep.
And that stuff was the law of attraction. That stuff was the gratitude game. That stuff was this thing called affirmations. And I had a kid, I had nothing else to lose. Let me start to fuck with this stuff.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Yeah.
It wasn't all easy, but these practices for the last, my son's now 18, have changed my life.
Yep.
I never went back to school. If I went to any school, it was the school of motivational mumbo jumbo stuff.
Yeah.
So now I've taken it, done my best to flip it up, introduced it to cool people like yourself, and now this is a thing.
Yep.
And the shit works, dude. Yep. That's all I know.
It's important. I think what happened for me, the main thing is that you start like you said, you're always saying them. And so as you start to do them, the first thing that happens is you start to catch. So because you're now at odds with what you just said to yourself, you start to notice it.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wake up in the morning and you say, I am this, I am that, I am this, like, let's just say, I wake up in the morning and I say, I confidently ask amazing questions on my podcast. And then I'm sitting here and I'm feeling nervous, and the reason why I'm feeling nervous is because in my head I'm saying, you're lame, your questions suck, you don't know what you're doing, you're in over your head. You start to notice that you're at odds with what you said. That was the first thing that started happening to me. And then I think as you do it over and over, when you start to get nervous, instead you replace that with, I confidently, ask amazing questions in my podcast.
So you add to that thing where you're not effective.
Yeah, and then but now you just start to believe it.
Right.
So what I was saying is like you're right, you do add to it, but more what I meant was like, if I'm sitting here right now and I'm starting to feel that like nervous feeling, it's my brain starting to say, you're whack, you suck, you shouldn't be here. I start to instead truly replace that with, I confidently ask amazing questions on my podcast. And you start to get more confidence. And that confidence actually makes you ask better questions, be more engaged, and produce a better podcast. Right?
Well, and here's how you can flip that up, too. You can even create an affirmation that says, I trust that when I feel nervous in the middle of a podcast, that means I am on track.
Yeah.
I trust that when I feel nervous in the middle of a podcast, that means I am on track.
Yeah.
You tell yourself that over and over and over and over. Next thing you know, you're feeling that weird energy in the middle of a podcast, but then your brain clicks, oh, this means I'm on the right track.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, like you said about the health thing, like one of mine, because I've been working out for almost a year now, never have done that in my life. Quit smoking a couple years, year and a half ago, all this different stuff, right? But one of my things is I am healthier and stronger than ever.
Awesome.
So don't get me wrong. I still, order Taco Bell. Still have a night out of drinking.
Yeah.
Still skip a workout.
Yeah.
But when I do it, guess what plays in my head?
Yep.
I'm healthier and stronger than ever.
Does this fit?
This isn't aligning.
Yeah. Does this fit?
Yeah. And it's just weird what starts to happen. And I think that, I don't know, it's one of the biggest things that I wish that we could get rid of the weird stigma around.
I love what you said, though, about how you recognize it.
What?
You know what I mean? How it does this align with what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like I used to get up at 5, and over the last year, I started getting up at 6.
Yep.
And I posted this just about a month ago, that something my friend wrote, what happens, how much more time you get when you wake up at 5.
Yeah.
So I'm like, shit, I gotta start getting up at 5 again. So one of my affirmations is, I easily wake up and am on my feet by 4:47 a.m. I easily wake up and am on my feet by 4:47 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I missed that today.
Mm-hmm.
Today I missed it.
Yep.
A month ago, that would have been normal.
Yep.
But because I'm saying this over and over and over and over, it's not.
Yep.
So I think it's important to create affirmations that are for the ultimate design of how you want your life to look in all the equities: mind, body, soul, family, friends, business, and money.
Yep.
Your affirmations is your opportunity to say, what do I want?
Yep.
And yes, you're not going to believe them in the beginning. You shouldn't, because they should be things that don't exist.
Yep.
Like one of mine that I've been saying recently is, like, I sell, last year we sold 200 homes and the average sales price is like 1.5 million.
Yep.
Well, what about the homes that are 10 million?
Yep.
I've only sold a couple of those.
Mm-hmm.
So I have an affirmation that's, I consistently list and sell homes 10 million plus.
Yep.
Do you know what my mind says when I read that affirmation?
This is bullshit, Kev.
Yeah,
you're a
right.
$1 million guy.
You're a peasant. And I've been saying this affirmation now for about a month and a half.
Yep.
Right after this, actually, you're coming with me.
I'm coming with you. Trying to get some more vision board material.
Dude, I'm listing this crib, and it's like 11.
Yeah.
Super sick.
Look at that.
And I didn't have to create this new luxury agent website.
Yep.
But I did have to tell my mind what I want.
Yeah.
You know, one of my other affirmations is I easily arrive home every day before 6 p.m. with my phones off and I'm totally present with my family. I'm the greatest father on earth. Nice. I easily arrive home every day before 6 p.m. with my phones off and I'm totally present with my family. I'm the greatest father on earth. I say that because sometimes it's easy for me to get home at 6, but sometimes, you know, am I home?
Yeah.
So I really want to improve that. So now when I'm on my phone, and it's 6:15.
It starts playing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the good part. It's Monday morning. Trying to set the week up strong.
Let's go, guys.
Trying to set the rest
Come on, you got
of our
this.
lives up strong.
Come on,
Kev.
crew. Come on, listeners.
What do we do? I'm sitting here with no affirmations. I always thought this shit was super weird and hippie stuff. Now I kind of believe it.
Yeah.
What do I do, Kev?
Take a look at the 7 equities.
Yep.
Write out one affirmation for each equity.
Tell them what the equities are.
So the equities are your mindset / education. That's books you read, podcasts you listen to. What do you want to improve there? Your affirmation for mindset might be, I read my affirmations daily.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Next is physical.
Yep.
Maybe you want to be a certain weight. Maybe you want to have, you know, a 6-pack, whatever it might be. Maybe you want to be percentage body fat. Maybe you want to eliminate something from your diet. But physical, write one affirmation. Make it alive now. I am. Boom.
Yep.
Maybe it's a marathon. I am a marathon runner. Boom. Write it down.
Yep.
Spiritual. That's your relationship with God, your relationship with yourself.
Yep.
You know, that's
Does meditation
prayer.
fit into there?
Totally.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You know, then family.
Yep.
I was with these dudes last week.
I am a loving son and brother and do thoughtful and amazing things for my family.
Come on, man. How awesome is that, dude?
Sick.
This dude I was with, Fung Bros, they interviewed me last week, and he wrote down, I take my parents on a first-class trip to Asia this year.
Wow.
And that, like, gave him goosebumps.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Social. If you're single, this is also where having a relationship might go into.
Yep.
And then business. Business is your career.
Yep.
And then money, right? That's how much money you want to make, how much money you want to save, how much money you want to invest. Write one thing down for us, guys. We want to see them.
That's easy. That's 7 things.
Yeah.
Easy. You can do that easy. And then my advice would be, that's not where it ends, and you don't have to get it right the first time.
No,
So
I change mine every 90 days.
Exactly.
I've written thousands.
There you go. So you change them, you evolve, you see as your life is going, as you get new goals and new things like that, you evolve them. But also you see, like, you know what, I'm not really connecting with this one. I want to alter it a little bit. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Just get started. Get the 7 written down. It's Monday.
Look for areas that you have weaknesses and write an affirmation to battle it.
And when do you read them?
I read them 3 times a day.
Do you have times, or you just do them when you morning?
So I usually read them in the sauna.
Okay.
And then many times I'll read them around lunch.
Okay.
And then I'll read them again before I go to sleep.
And I'll tell the listeners, my trick was, I always like to
Yours
try to
was
one-up
sick.
everything,
You
but
killed it.
what I did was
Killed it.
I recorded them into GarageBand. I recorded myself saying them.
Yeah.
I put a nice little, I think it was like Odessa or
It
like
was
some
sick.
vibey
It
music
was
behind it,
sick.
real low, and I listened to it and say it along with it on my car ride to the office every morning.
Yeah. So dope.
So you can do it however you want it. Just make sure you're saying them out loud.
You create your reality. You're the producer for your life's movie. So create a movie that's
Get out there
just
and write that damn
inspiring,
script.
man.
It's Monday.
Let's
Write
go.
a script.
Let's go.
Guys, thank you. Have a great week. Let's get it. Oh, wait. Do we have a tag? Affirmation Monday?
Ooh. Affirmation Monday. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people have that. Let's do that.
Okay.
We want to see them. Affirmation
Write
Monday.
them down, send them to us. You can DM if you don't want to be too public about it, but I would suggest you be public about it.
Yes.
Let people know what you're doing. Other people are going to ask you what you're doing. They're going to join. They're going to hold you accountable. Post it in your story or send it to us in a DM. #Affirmation Monday.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Got this, guys.
Later, guys.
Peace.
Guys, if you like that and you want to see more like it, as well as vlogs, other web series, and all the random stuff that I'm doing here on YouTube, don't forget to click that subscribe button. You won't regret it, I promise.